So we're walking along Ocean Village Promenade, as you can see, and we're just coming to Infinity Asthetics. Have you ever been here before, Dan?
No, my first time.
Me too. I walked past, like you have probably, and I thought, what do they do in here? No?
It's okay.
For Mauricio. Face, laser, and body. It's like everything. Face, laser. And so anyway, we're going to come in now. We're going to find out exactly what's going on inside. They're part of the Infinity Group.
And we're going to be trying what I've heard has been referred to as the electric chair. But basically, we're going to try a treatment that is for the pelvic area of the body, which all women at some point
are going to need.
Vale, te hace pipi encima porque estornuda, porque te ríe,
Sí, porque ha tenido un baby,
whatever.
O porque te hace pipi encima.
Y ya está. Y
también,
basically nos van a arreglar los showmen.
Sí, and also it's good for men. If certain dysfunctional things that happen to men. Anyway, so let's come inside and have a look. I'm sure you want to know all about it.
Venga, vámonos.
So we're here at the Infinity Asthetics at Ocean Village on the promenade, and Dav and I are ready. Well, Dav is going to watch me go through this, actually. I am sitting in the Ultra Tesla chair, which I mentioned earlier on. And this is a chair for many things. We're going to discuss all the benefits of sitting on this chair and having a little bit of therapy. 28 minutes, it's what it takes. And while I have the treatment, we're going to be discussing how it feels on the shomino.
So, vamos a empezar.
Sí.
Vamos a empezar y ahora explicamos todo.
Sí, aquí está Tanya.
Hello, guys. How are you? You okay?
Thank you, Tanya. Sí, Tanya's going to get me started, pero explícame un poquito cómo va a funcionar esto.
Okay, vamos a encender primero.
Okay. Am I sitting in the right place?
Yeah, perfect. There is hay una como un círculo.
Sí. Okay.
Here, los pies
and when
rectos.
Am I sitting in the? Am I doing?
Yeah. Rectos.
Okay.
Y completamente rectos también.
Okay. Con que entonces no me eche atrás.
90 grados.
Okay, perfecto. ¿Esto está bien o tú? ¿El micrófono está bien o lo tengo muy cerca?
Está perfecto.
Okay.
Uy, que se nos cae.
Vale.
Vale, pues ahora vamos a darle start, ¿ok?
Muy bien.
Notarás como un cosquilleo.
¡Uy, Dios mío!
El primer contacto no
sí,
es
un poco raro.
Un poco raro, sí.
Pero no duele nada ni nada de eso. No.
Es una sensación un poco
It's
diferente.
quite nice, actually.
Le ha gustado.
Me ha gustado.
Vale, y ahora vamos a subir un poquito el level.
¿Vale? Ok.
Entonces, ahora está en el 1, ahora vamos a ponerlo en 2 un poquito.
Uy.
Un poquitín más.
Sí, es como un poquito like... Uy, pero espérate que me ponga yo bien aquí.
Ok, ya.
La verdad que es... Uy.
Would you like some time alone?
The thing is, it's a funny sensation. Because it is quite nice.
Where is it?
El 3.
El 3. This is a strong one, no?
This is strong one, yeah.
Well, nada, we're set.
We're set. So this is 28 minutes.
28.
And I just... Nothing I shouldn't do or anything? No. Aquí, estoy
You
bien.
relax.
Estoy bien, relax.
You can read something if you want. Or...
I'll chat with Davinia.
Venga.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Tanya.
Anything, just call me, okay?
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. Pues nada, esto es como...
How is it?
Bueno, I'm sitting straight. It doesn't hurt. I'm thinking of all the incredible benefits having suffered from a little bit of incontinence. ¿Qué quiere que te diga?
Bueno, pero espérate, no te
I'm
adelantes.
thinking of the benefits.
No te adelante.
No me duele, nada.
Vamos a explicar.
Esto es como si
Explica cómo se siente,
Sí.
and then we'll tell people why.
Okay, es como si me estuvieran haciendo como flicking por ahí en el chich. Como, pero not flicking like in a sexual way. ¿Cómo te explico? Es como, it's a weird sensation. You actually feel it going up right in there, in your vagina. Yes, so you can feel that it's working on the muscles in your vagina. You feel it. And actually, the seat has a circle. Y tiene como un white dot.
Yeah.
Yo pregunté antes, what's a white dot? Dice that's exactly where you need to place your vagina for this to work. So actually, it's pretty comfortable.
It's good. Me gusta el sentido because before we came here, yo ya tuve all these things in my head de me tener que quitar la ropa. Is something gonna go in? Porque como was so fed up of being prodded and stuff.
Yeah.
Pero esto es con tu ropa,
Yeah.
cómoda.
Yeah.
The only thing, there's a couple of things that we need to be careful that we'll talk about, but really, como
Well, you
va.
can't have any metal on, which is what Tanya explained to me
Ahí está,
earlier.
no metal.
We asked her.
Y si,
So you have a coil.
tiene metal por dentro,
Yeah.
close by, como un coil, un hip replacement, eso.
Or espérate, un piercing in the downstairs bit. Yeah. Because you know this works for men as well.
That's right.
Ahora te voy a decir lo que me ha dicho Tanya.
Actually, hablando de piercings, recientemente descubrí un different male piercing, but never mind. Entonces,
Como que different.
different to the usual.
Sí.
Sí, very interesting.
Bueno.
Entonces, this can be used for incontinence in both men and women. It can be used to aid you in sexual pleasure as well, because what we were told was that in order to keep your pelvic floor in good condition, you're supposed to have sex every day, and it has to end up in an orgasm,
Which is what?
not realistic. Vamos a hablar claro. Vale. Secondly, no puede ser aged, con que no puede ir a Summers a cogerte un friend. Tiene que ser a person. Vale. And it has to end up in an orgasm in order to work those muscles. Entonces, this thing decía que era para incontinence.
Yeah.
Only if you sneeze y te sale un poco pipí o estás saltando. You have a thing with jumping.
Yes, well, jumping causes me to pee.
to
But
want to
also, like a lot of people my age, I'm 53, even sneezing.
For me, sneezing.
Laughing a lot.
No,
and
no.
sometimes even coughing. Like if you really need to go for a wee and you get like this sudden garapé, you have to cough. That can cause it as well.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have these little
think
bits
so.
of incontinence where they think, no nada. But actually,
No, que no hay nada.
No,
pero
pero
as we can
sí,
see, there are things that can be done that are non-invasive, como esto que tú dices, pues mira, why not, total, 28 minutos sentada en una silla. Te trae un magazine, very important. You cannot use a mobile, you cannot use a tablet, pero un magazine, un libro, y lee un ratito.
It's quite nice to
que
do
in a
that.
way it's quite nice because you're not using something como en plan de social media, todo eso. No, mira, switch off.
Yeah,
and have some
the thing
time.
is, you can do it. It's in a place that the clinic is in a place which is very accessible to everyone. If you're in town, if you're in Ocean Village, there are lots of offices in the area. You can pop in on your lunch break,
Or you can
it's
pop
literally half an hour.
Or just before meeting someone, tú
Yeah.
dices, venga, nos vemos para un café a las 6 porque a las 5:30 voy a ir a arreglarme el chomino.
Yes, it is.
Literally.
But you would go and have laser treatment or
Ahí está.
your eyebrows done or anything.
Or al
But
hygienist.
This is the same thing.
Ahí está. And I think it's important like self-care, ¿no? Porque
Self-care is super important.
Pero por eso, si tú vas a va al hygienist o va a hacerte la ceja o yo qué sé, whatever, men get a trim in their beards or whatever, or come and do 28 minutes, that's going to help you to not have incontinence. It's going to help you to
Tone your pelvic floor.
tone your
which is
pelvic floor.
I don't think people realize how
No.
important that is.
No.
Because it helps with everything.
Everything, like I said, orgasm better because it brings the blood flow to all of that, which means that everything is prepped and ready.
And that's one thing she did mention, that actually sending impulses to that area and getting the circulation going
Is
with
very
electric currents is really, really important. And needed almost.
No,
a little
of course
bit.
it is. And another thing as well, for those men who are thinking, well, no, I'm not incontinent, but maybe erectile dysfunction un poquito. And it's easily fixable, and you don't have to be embarrassed because at the end of the day, either you go to a pharmacy and you get a little blue pill, or te llega aquí un ratito.
Pero es que es mejor que no tomar pills.
Hombre, pues claro que es mejor.
La verdad, y si esto te va a ayudar,
Claro.
te va a curar un poquito de los síntomas.
And it's important because for men, especially with the whole being mushy vedico and virility and all that, if it's going to affect your confidence, and all you have to do is come here, en plan, olvidarte de la vergüenza y la tontería, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, this is also affects your confidence because
course it
you are
affects
a
your
person que
confidence.
hace pipi encima, like millions of people.
Sí,
This-
pero al menos las mujeres, it's very sadly become ya está.
Ya se meó.
I have that birthday cards que dicen algo del, oh, don't laugh so much, you're going to pee your pants.
Por
It's así.
favor.
I've actually seen, I've
Qué mal.
given birthday cards like that to my friends as a joke. Pero claro, as a joke, but it's a little bit of a problem.
Of course it
También
is.
diciendo a alguien el otro día, you know, most days you have to wear a little pad.
Yeah.
To make you,
Yeah.
just in case you don't want to.
Yeah.
So-
And that's another thing that if you think about, tú dices, bueno, I'm gonna spend money and it's gonna hopefully improve or fix the problem. And then you think, bueno, está bien, pero would you rather spend money on pads? Ooh.
See, suddenly it just changes the vibration and you
Claro.
suddenly feel,
Hombre.
it is quite pleasurable.
Pleasurable. Well, entonces, if you're going to be spending all this money on all these incontinence aids and
Yeah, you
tell
may as well
ladies
just-
and decir, pues mira, apóyate and make the investment because it's important to make the investment on yourself.
What you said before, self-care. Self-care is everything. It's
Yeah.
like so important.
course
And we
it
don't
is.
do it. Let's face it, with los niños, los maridos,
No.
todo, we put everything that's to do with us to the back of the line.
But equally, for example, you're talking about women, and women is like, nosotros somos las últimas y los niños antes, pero los hombres es por vergüenza.
Yeah.
And
No, men, what was the research that you said that you'd looked into?
basically, the way that women and men function, like mentally and physically, is very different. Entonces, los hombres con el tema de la vergüenza, they don't want to come to things like this, and they don't want to fix issues like erectile dysfunction or incontinence. And the truth is that it's all about mental health.
Yeah.
And it's so important about how the way that things have been studied for men and women, for example, heart attacks. Heart attacks, when they were studied in the 70s, were studied on men.
Yeah.
¿Vale?
No, women.
No, on men. And then depression, because women show it more openly, that's the word you want to use. Entonces depression was investigated on women. Pero ¿qué pasa? Que they both manifest differently in men and women. Entonces, el hombre tiene un heart attack and he has certain types of symptoms. When a woman has a heart attack, the symptoms are different. ¿Qué pasa? Que women have been to A&E, they've looked at them and they thought, tiene flato, tiene hecho, and what that woman is having is a heart attack. Depression igual. Women will become more emotional, they'll withdraw, se meten en la cama, whatever. And men will actually become, they will overcompensate, entrenan más, they indulge in substances, and they do stuff like that. Entonces, the way that people look at all these things is very different. Y pasa con esto. Una mujer no le importa de venir y decir, pues mira, yo he tenido 2 hijos, o whatever, ¿vale? Y I'm suffering from incontinence or whatever, y I need some help.
What you mean is that they're much more open than a man.
Of course.
A man would yeah.
But because in a
would
woman
be-
it's more acceptable and it's linked to the whole thing that they've had children or whatever, and with men es como
It's like a lesser. I'm a lesser.
you're
man
less of
because
a man. And it's just silly.
Yeah.
Because it's going to improve everything. It's going to improve your confidence, it's going to improve your relationships, your health. So why not?
Exactly.
Why not? By 28 minutos.
And another subject that people don't talk about is sex and sex whether they're having good sex or not.
Ahí está.
And if this is going to improve that, then
Why
I think
not?
that is really important.
Hombre.
At the end of the day, you're married. You want the best
not,
or
or
not, but your partner, you want the best for your relationship. No, you
Claro.
want the best.
Claro.
And if this is going to help in that as well, surely,
Es que there's no cons.
yeah.
No duele, no molesta, es un
No.
poquito interesante.
Actually, interesante.
Es interesante.
Un
Entonces,
poco tingly.
y-
No voy a decir.
sí, pero no es. Yo qué sé, yo por ejemplo ayer me hicieron un masaje because I'm having back issues y
no te gustó?
It was awful, pero it was awful because of the state that I'm in.
Yeah.
Entonces, the fact that you can have this and está bien y un ratito para
Well, let's see if I can walk afterwards.
ti mujer, ¿cómo que no?
Vamos a ver, vamos a ver.
Exagerada, por Dios, chiquilla.
No, it's not too bad, and it's on the first one. It's on the third one. I think there's different settings.
Sí.
And
That's the thing. They do.
Yeah.
You come here, te hacen un assessment, te preguntan cosas, so that they can decide if you need the one that's to start treatment and improve, or if you're at a good stage and all you need is maintenance. Eso ya depende. Te hacen un assessment and then you go from there. So that's good. You sit with the lady who Tanya, she switched it on for Michelle, y ella está encima, y cualquier cosa. So that's another thing. It's not just the one thing. There's different things that they look at to see what is more suitable for you.
And they do lots of other things in this clinic.
También.
I asked that they do laser.
Mucha cosa. Mucha cosa. Skin analysis.
I know.
Laser.
So it's like a boutique where you can come in and come out looking younger,
Sale nueva.
fitter, more beautiful, with your chich in order, ready to surprise your partner. No? And yourself.
Or yourself. ¿Qué pasa? I think it's all good.
And there's nothing, you know, I was thinking as well, the other thing, there's nothing like it in gym, so there's no one else has one of these.
That's right.
It's like kind of the latest thing. And from what I was hearing, talking to Tanya and other people who work here, they have other products that they bring in. They're always looking for things to improve, to make you better, to help your skin, and things that other people don't have, other businesses don't have.
They're keeping up with.
They're innovative.
They're keeping up with what's in the market.
I think is.
And that's good, porque sí, there are, sometimes you think, todavía estamos con esto, surely there must be something better. Y mira,
this.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because you can
Yeah, I'd seen this. I
you can do Kegels
Yes.
toda la vida, pero mira, si era como el equivalent de mil Kegels in one session, pues mira.
Incredible.
Why not? And I remember that she said that there was a person who, basically people who have incontinence issues, sometimes they have to memorize where all the toilets are.
Yeah.
Where they live or when they go on holiday because they simply cannot go from...
They can't hold.
Vamos.
Yeah.
Y tú dices, eso no es vida tampoco.
Yeah.
Y si te puedes sentar aquí...
Es comodísimo, te lo juro. Llevo aquí ya un ratito con esto y estoy comodísima. I feel fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And it's fun, and like I said, nosotros porque estamos aquí charlando, pero tú ahora te vienes, te traes un librito, te traes un magazine.
It's half an hour of your day where you can just have
En
time
un
for you.
cuarto para ti sola,
Yeah,
nadie te está
exactly.
rayando, nadie te está dando la
Te dan
boca.
botellitas de agua.
O cafelito si
Un
quieres.
cafelito.
Aunque cafelito no. Cafelito no.
Caffeine is not great for
diuretic.
It's not great for incontinence.
Incontinence, that's right.
I didn't know that actually.
Sí. It makes you pee more.
Bueno, would you try it?
No, yo creo que estoy bien.
Do you have lots of friends who have issues and who tell you? You do?
I do. I have.
And what do you think? Are they open with you about it or?
Sí. I've had. Y como te digo, it's not necessarily been traumatic births. They've had perfectly normal births, and then afterwards they've suffered from something, and it was maybe because the birth was too quick.
Okay.
Sí. There was no problem, el niño todo bien, toda la película, and then a year later there was an issue, and it's because the muscle wall is no longer strong enough. Or
a year later.
Sí. Y sin signs ninguno. Y después otra, yo qué sé, como lo del incontinence, el hecho, lo otro. So yeah, and not even childbirth, because mira, I had 2 C-sections.
Did you? So did I.
Vale, con que yo, as far as my chich, as far as it's concerned, está como si tuviera 15 años. Vale? But
that's what this is going to give me.
Imagínate.
Yeah.
Pero still, when I get like severe allergies, yo como tornude me hago pipi encima. Only then, it doesn't happen the rest of the time. Pero tú dices, mira que no tiene nada que ver. So if anyone is thinking, oye, yo no he tenido niño, it doesn't matter. No. It doesn't matter. It's got a lot to do as well with the lives that we lead and the habits that we have.
Gets discreet. No, we've been chatting with Tanya. They brought us in. It's just the whole thing is discreet.
Right.
Because men are embarrassed about coming here and
see.
talking to somebody about, I can't get it up.
Yeah.
Or I have problems, but people they're understanding and if they can really help you, then it's worth having a go. No,
if you don't, in regards to men or women who may be embarrassed, porque mira, hay mujeres que le dará vergüenza también. If you don't want to come in, you can send an email, leave your details, se te llama por teléfono, se arregla todo antes, so that the day that you're going to come in, you literally say, I'm here for my 3:30, no tiene que decir para lo que es. You come into this room, you have your treatment, sale y nadie te ha preguntado nada, as in afuera, so there's no reason why you should fear
el
it.
vibe cuando hemos entrado y hemos visto a todo
Es
el
super
mundo y eso.
chill.
Sí, ¿verdad?
Super chill.
Sí.
It's very discreet, it's very chill, todo el mundo a su rollo. So you sit down, you have your treatment y después te encuentras con tu colega con pint y...
O te pueden hacer lasering, o te pueden hacer... Los hombres también. Los hombres, claro que necesitan lasering. Muy importante. Hay montones. Y las partes, lo que son athletes, se afeitan las piernas.
No.
Y no quieren tener pelo.
Yeah.
Because it bothers them when they're training with the sweat, so they shave everything.
Bueno, y los swimmers para...
Swimmers for swimming, to be more aerodynamic. And I know loads of people who are athletic, all the cyclists and gym. Come on, we have all the gear. I wouldn't say no idea, but everybody has all the gear. They go cycling, all the gear. They go swimming, all the gear. Se compran todo su... Pero pelos is the thing.
You know what? I've just thought about the whole cycling thing and how men, it can affect the prostate and all that. I wonder if the whole cycling thing affects the pelvic floor as well.
Could do. Because I can feel this, even though it's like going in my chest.
No me digas.
Yeah. Yeah. I can feel it here. Like from my waist down.
The core.
The core, exactly. It's like I feel like it's working the whole area, not just there. No sé, será cómo funciona la máquina.
Sí, I suppose. Everything is
Hay como
connected,
varios,
¿no?
sí.
Everything is connected, so why not?
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how we'll be able to...
Y no duele nada.
No, a mí no me duele nada.
Okay, como un vibration.
Sí, como un vibration, exactly.
Okay.
Pero, sí, ¿no ves? Esto es más intense. Esto es más como little shots.
Porque a lo mejor ese tiene más intensity, pero más short-lived.
Está moving the muscles in there. Yo me lo siento por aquí. Ya, una cosa, no es rara, pero me lo siento por aquí, como si estuviera working on all my area aquí. Sí.
Actually, I remember that she said that the whole thing about the blood flow and keeping everything going, it's not only for the pelvic muscles, but it also affected, for example, the clit. Vale? Which
Yes,
means
you have to say that word.
the clit.
Yes.
Vale? And it means that obviously, sorry, that's how it works. The better the blood flow, the more engorged, the better everything.
And the more pleasure you're going to get.
Exactly. So, la verdad, que está muy bien.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
I think so.
I think everybody should try it.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Give it a go, and then you might be very
Do
pleasantly
you think
surprised.
people who would want to
Yo
come
creo
and
que
try
sí.
it out?
Yo creo que sí.
I've already told like a bunch of my friends, and they're quite interested in coming to try it out.
I like the fact de que sadly, porque lo tengo que decir, in this world that we live in, donde estamos siempre rushing a todos lados y no tenemos tiempo y eso, to think that you can have the equivalent of 1,000 kegels en 28 minutos
Just by chilling out.
just by chilling out.
It's so nice to be in a lovely air-conditioned room. Con la calor que
la
hace
calor
fuera,
que
que
hace
parece
fuera,
hoy es un día como de horno ahí fuera. Vale, it was 30 when I arrived. And you can just chill out and switch off because you don't have to think about anything.
Yeah.
And actually, this takes your mind off things because you're like, kind of,
Te tienes que concentrar un poquito, ¿no?
yeah, it's difficult. I'm talking to you now, but I'm glad that you're, because I'm taking the lead a little bit because I'm concentrating on this. Yeah, it's quite nice to be able to do that. And I can imagine if you come and you just close your eyes and just feel the vibrations.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose que
Te deja como un
un
poco...
poquito meditative, ¿no? I suppose.
Exactamente.
Yo qué sé, yo algunas veces
Sí.
me encanta de estar en algo donde my brain can just switch off and I don't have to
Pero es que
think
you
about
need it.
anything.
You need it.
Lo que
It's
pasa-
so important
Lo que
to
pasa es
switch
que me
off.
quedo frita. That's the
Sí, yo
problem.
también. Ya verdad. Yo también. Estoy tan cansada que me quedo frita.
Yeah.
Pero es un very positive experience. Estoy encantada.
Yo te digo, when you first suggested about trying it out, I thought, habrá que quitarse la ropa. Cuco. Are they gonna do something? Am I gonna be...
Sí.
Y nothing.
No. You come in, you sit,
You come in, you sit,
28 minutes and out.
y fuera.
Qué cosa, ¿no?
Hey. And it'd be interesting to see how you feel when you're
Pero me
done.
estaban contando que they go to England to different trade fairs where all these products are demonstrated like in one place, like a wedding show.
Sí.
It's a show for people with businesses like this. And that this was the one that they really thought would be revolutionary here in Jib, because everybody suffers from this kind of thing at some point or other in their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and there's no age limit either. I mean, I think it works better under a certain age. I don't know what the age limit is, but there's nothing like it. So they thought, well, why not try it out? That's quite cool.
Y the truth is de que, mira, we've got it here in Jib. La alternativa sería de encajarte, cruzar la frontera.
Bueno, ¿y para qué? Con el tráfico.
El
Las
tráfico,
colas, si
la
quieren,
cola.
han habido una cola que no...
Los tolls. Después quedarte para lunch, para arriba, cuando aquí puedes
Why go to mobs? Why go to mobs? Yeah, exactly. There's absolutely no need now. You can do everything in Jib. I like that. Keep it local.
También.
Spend your money locally. That
También.
is important to me.
También, that's not a bad thing at all, porque...
Yeah. We're helping the economy.
No, y...
Yeah. Why go to Spain? Después nos quejamos que se España, y después nos vamos a España para todo.
No, bueno, a mí eso... Como te digo, pero que it's so accessible, and Ocean Village, everybody comes to Ocean Village at some point to do something. Some people es su commute. Y como digo yo, si
Because
quieres...
they pass by the promenade just to get into town. Or
Ahí está,
just
o para ir
to-
para,
or
el
just to come-
stadium o lo
Sí,
que
sí,
sea.
sí.
Entonces, que tú después digas, bueno, pues mira, este día me quiero sexo, pero también mi amiga se quiere encontrar conmigo. We'll marry them both together.
Yeah.
Total.
You could even come with a friend, sit here and have a chat.
Te digo,
Like we're doing, ¿no?
claro, sí, why not? Es que no, es que se está súper bien aquí, la verdad, no. Very good. ¿Qué? ¿Cómo va?
Como tengo el chomino.
¿Cómo te
Uy, that's quite strong. Perfecto. Estoy bien, muy bien. Sí, I'm very excited. Okay.
So intense.
Intense. Es que I know, I'm looking at you, I know you want to try it out, Dav. Es que te veo.
Ay, no.
O sea,
Ay, no. Esto es real.
pues sí, siempre está tu chuchuría, tú siempre tiene algo. Hija mía. No dicen some of the people that watch us say, oh, que sour, es sweet and sour. Tú eres sweet y ella es sour.
Sí, soy una
Pero that's why we get on so well.
Soy una... Las personas que me conocen saben que...
But at least I can tell you, no te enfadas conmigo.
No me da igual.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
yeah. Are you glad you came with me to watch me do this?
Pues claro.
Support.
Moral support.
That is important.
Vaginal support.
Vaginal support. Yes.
Importante.
I'm excited to see what the difference will be afterwards. But I mean, you need a few sessions. So this is my first one, obviously, but I think I'm going to carry on. They say that the optimum is 2 a week for about 4 to 8 sessions, depending.
Wow.
Yeah. And then a maintenance one, maybe once a month or once every 3 weeks. But laser is the same, because laser, you have it like once a month, and then you probably carry on all the rest of your life doing it once a month or while you have hair growing, no?
Lo mismo, igual la peluquería va a hacerte las uñas, es lo mismo, ¿no? Las dentistas, so your biannual checks and all that, so what's the difference?
Still going.
Because I'm expecting something, but
But what are you expecting?
no sé.
Now I'm like, at the beginning it was like, oh, but now
Te
it's like,
acostumbras.
it actually, I think now it gets a bit stronger. Now it's like a wave. Before it was like, like when you go for an MRI and you're in the
I
machine.
suppose that they
Now it's like a little
needs to
wave.
be different porque si no, entonces el cuerpo se acostumbra, ¿no?
Sí, no sé.
It's just a way of
Pero I definitely feel que hay diferentes cosas que se están moviendo ahí dentro. Okay? It's not just one area.
yeah. That's why I'm saying that it does different things to target different areas y para que también no se acostumbre, ¿no? To get things working.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. It's very interesting. It's lovely and cool in here. I love it. Tú te estás dando You're laughing.
It's so weird.
What to say? Yeah. Like, try this out.
It's weird. I feel like you should get a room.
I am in a room. In a very pleasant
I
room.
think I should leave.
You think you should leave? I know
Yeah.
it's more fun with you.
Very weird.
No, it's nice. It's great. I hope people really do come and try this out. and talk to the staff because they're really well trained. They know what they're saying.
Yeah.
They know their stuff. It's not anything to be embarrassed about. Especially men, you know.
Yo creo que al revés. Yo siempre lo he dicho, mi mentality when it comes to medical treatment and stuff like that is that I'd rather get projects and eso and be told that I'm okay.
Yeah.
Or have a positive outcome que quedarme callada y por vergüenza salir perdiendo después. No, yo que no lo entiendo. Recently I spoke to someone who has a family member who's very ill y todo fue porque decía, ay, no pasa nada, déjalo. Y ahí pasa nada, no déjalo, and then it ended up being something, and you say, why? Why? ¿Por qué? Porque a lo mejor va, aquí no se pasa mal rato ninguno, pero en other things, o a lo mejor el mal rato de la vergüenza, o whatever.
Yeah.
The alternative is worse.
Yeah, much worse. The other thing that I wanted to mention, which I haven't told you actually, is that after our little time at the E1 spa, loads of people went afterwards. Loads of people bought presents for teachers there.
I was
£35 for 2 hours.
I was
really
sent a lot
worth
of
it.
messages.
And me?
¿Eso qué? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo
Yeah.
está eso? ¿Tú te crees que está bien? Do you think I can take my mom? No sé qué.
I know. I'm
And
really
I was
glad
like,
we did that.
And I
because-
said it because I've never been a spa person.
Yes.
And
But it was terrific.
Sí, pero espérate. I've been to a couple and I always thought, paso.
Yeah.
Pero I would definitely go again.
Yeah.
And there's been, like you said, a lot of people gifting vouchers y eso,
Yeah.
con que valió la
That really
pena un
was-
montón.
that was really fun.
Sí, no, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, no, this has stopped.
Pues nada,
So I think we're done.
I think we are.
Yeah. So, Infinity Asthetics. Don't
we'll-
miss your chance to
We'll
try
come
this out.
back and tell you cómo está el showmino de Michelle.
Right now, it feels fab.
Maybe we shall interview her husband.
Yes.